Reincarnated as a Sword was by far better than what I expected it to be. Now, I've read the manga, so I was already looking forward to it when it was officially announced, and what we got was an adaptation that I was genuinely amazed with, and it definitely got a better adaptation than what I originally thought it was going to get, because honestly, I thought it was just going to be a middle of the road, not really amazing, not really bad, adaptation where it's like, I'm just gonna forget about it kinda after a little bit. But it was definitely by far better than anything I would have expected. They did an amazing job, especially with the fight scenes and the action. The animation was gorgeous. The fights actually felt suspenseful, and it didn't just seem like, oh yeah, we know Fran is going to win super mega easily, even though like at the start you kind of would think that, because it is, like one of those reincarnated anime where the, MC is pretty powerful. The fight scene, especially with the demon, was done very, very well, and added this sort of suspense. The fight scene was like, holy moly, man, it's like you felt Fran was in a dire situation. It wasn't like, oh yeah, she's just gonna overpower him like super easily. No, she actually had to think of a good tactic to beat the guy. And I'm not saying that's like revolutionary by any means. I'm not like, oh my god, this is the first time I've ever seen anything like that. No, but the fight scenes were tastefully done. So I would have to say Sword Daddy is best daddy. Oh my god, I love the relationship between Fran and Sword Daddy. You got Sword Daddy just wanting to protect Fran and see her get as powerful as possible, and it's just so nice seeing him just, kind of care for her and protect her and, treat her as like his own daughter. And I think that's just so cute and wholesome. And Fran is also cute and wholesome and adorable, but also, pretty badass, I will have to say. You don't really want to mess with her. And that's what I really, really like about anime like these, is where, the MC is cute or doesn't really seem like that powerful, and then people like underestimate the hell out of them, and then they just get their butts absolutely stomped. And I really like that. I love that so much. That is definitely, a nice thing to see. And, I'm glad to see that we're getting, like, more series like this. Don't get me wrong, I love seeing overpowered characters like Saitama and Anos Vodigo, but it's just nice to see that there's more female characters getting some spotlight and becoming more powerful, because I personally want to see more of that. Yeah, shonen action is great, with the guy being overpowered, but you know what? Let the girls shine as well. Although one kinda negative thing that I can say about Reincarnated as a Sword anime, although you can see it as a negative, maybe a positive, kind of just your whole viewpoint on it, is the fact that there is less comedy in the anime and more comedy in the manga, but better fight scenes in the anime and worse fight scenes in the manga. The comedy was there, but in my opinion, it was lacking. Now, I'm not saying, it was terrible or anything, because, oh my god, I didn't have all the comedy bits that I thought were genuinely more hilarious in the manga. I'm not saying that at all, but I was hoping it to be a little bit more funny. But I would say if you like more action, definitely watch the anime, and if you want more comedy, go read the manga. I really wouldn't even say that you have to go and read the manga like, oh my god, you need to read the manga right now. Because, well, I think the anime did such a good job, and really the only case I would tell you to read the manga, or light novel, probably because it's based off a light novel, is if you want to know kind of what happens in Season 2, which we are getting. I think the anime does an absolutely amazing job as it is, although if you are a light novel reader, let me know, because maybe the light novel is absolutely worth reading over watching the anime or reading the manga. Another negative thing that I can say about the anime, these aren't even like big things where I'm like, oh yeah, this ruined the anime or anything, but just little complaints, I guess you could say, is the ending of Season 1. Now, spoiler alert, when Fran leaves the village kingdom, I kind of forget where the heck she was at, she says goodbye to everyone and Amanda, and I will say that, in the anime, it did it alright, it kind of got you in your feels a little bit, but in the manga, I legitimately cried. I teared up, because I don't know why, but the manga just did it so much more beautifully, and with the whole kind of spoiler that I'm not really going to exactly say, because I think you should just go read the manga or watch the anime, I did tear up at that certain part, and I'm like, oh my god, just dude, the feels, man, the feels. So I was highly looking forward to the end of the anime, and I was just like, okay, I'm probably gonna cry. I guess you could say that, you know, it was a little bit disappointing of an ending. Overall, solid like 8.5 out of 10. I wouldn't say that it's like bad at all, and honestly, like I said, it's a great adaptation, far better than what I thought we were actually going to get. Just a little complaints here and there, just little tidbits that I didn't really care for, I guess you could say, but nothing, like I said, that's gonna make or break the anime. So if you have slept on Reincarnated as a Sword, I would definitely say go ahead and watch it ASAP. One of the best anime of last year by far. Definitely enjoyed it, and yeah, you know, hope to see season 2 comes out quickly. I don't know what to expect with season 2, but all I'm hoping is that it does it justice, and it's just as good, if not even better.